Are you a property management professional with a question that you're just not sure who to ask? No worries, I got your back.
Hey, Katie.
Hey, yeah, what's up?
My occupancy is trending downward and my traffic has been slow. What can I do to help increase my traffic?
Oh, yeah, that's tough. And I know that more and more people are kind of dealing with that right now. The first thing I would say, you're not going to like to hear, but start looking at yourself first, because if you were having traffic and now that's died down, the question is, why has it died down? Is there something in your telephone skills or email writing that you could improve upon to make the property more enticing, or to make your conversation more intriguing and help build value for a prospective resident to make them actually want to come into the door? So many times our marketing is reactive instead of proactive. So what you want to do is try to get ahead of that. You see it's trending downward, so you know, hey, we've got to do something now, because it's only going to get worse. And so be strategic and intentional with your marketing. Don't just throw spaghetti at the wall and hope that it sticks. And then I would follow up with the people that have been in your office in the last 9, 12 to 15 months. These are all people who maybe leased somewhere else or maybe didn't qualify at the time, and now their lease is going to be coming up for expiration. Or maybe they moved out of your property and you want to follow up with them and see if they would love to come back. Start using the pool of people that you've already had contact with, that you know already liked your community, and reach out to them, because they're going to be looking for what's out there as their leases come up for renewal.
Rabbit considered an emotional support animal?
Actually, that's a really good question, and I get questions a lot about assistance animals. And we have to remember, when we're thinking about assistance animals, that under the Fair Housing Act, someone first needs to meet the definition of disabled and then have a disability-related need for whatever animal they're requesting. So as long as those two facts are true, and someone does meet that definition and has a disability-related need, then provided that the animal that they're requesting is something that would be typically kept within a home for domestic purposes, not commercial use or anything of that nature. You know, your cats, dogs, rabbits, turtles, fish, gerbils, those types of things. Those are considered typical animals that would be domesticated and live within a household. And so if the resident qualifies for it, then you need to meet the accommodation.
I'm preparing for my CAM exam. Do you have any tips or tools that will help me pass?
For sure. Okay, so first and foremost, make sure that you are reviewing all the materials that they give you. One of the biggest mistakes that people make is they're not actually looking at the materials. They're just looking at the reference guide. The reference guide is a resource tool, but it is not the test material. So make sure that you're looking over the text where it has the pictures of the slides with it. Make sure you're studying that as you study. Number 2 is make sure you use those candidate resources. So NAA provides you candidate resources, tools, and all kinds of things that you can use to help prepare yourself and study for the exam. Utilize every resource they've given you. If they've given you a resource, it's for excellent reason, because they want you to know, hey, this is going to be vital to you passing the exam. And third, a little self-serving, but go to my YouTube channel, because I have a video where I wrote a song for all the income statement formulas. And if you memorize that song, those income statements formulas will be at the top of your mind and you'll do well in the exam. But don't take my word for it. Just check out all the comments on the video.
Hey, Katie, one more question.
Yeah, sure.
I was recently promoted to a management role. What tips or advice can you give me?
Yeah, so the one thing is, I know sometimes it can be a little awkward when you're promoted, especially if you're promoted at the same property you've been working. So sometimes it can be awkward because your peers have now become your subordinates. And in other ways, it can be awkward because maybe somebody else on your team was also vying for the same position. So I think first and foremost, recognizing the awkwardness and actually talking about it is key. Like, hey, I know we were both up for this job, and I just want you to know that I respect you and I value you, and I look forward to working with you. Or, hey, I know that we've been working together for a long time, and now I'm in this management role. I want you to know that I'm still going to use the same level of respect and care that I have for you in the past. Just kind of making everyone know that, hey, this is a little weird. I feel it, you feel it, we all feel it. The other thing I would say is a lot of times when managers take on a new role, they just want to get in there and like change stuff. So I would try not to make any major changes for the first 30 days. Just listen, look, learn, ask a lot of questions, and try to identify your major issues, if there are any, or the areas that you really want to focus your attention on first. And then finally, make sure you learn that property and you sit down with every single team member and you ask them kind of what their goals are, what they're hoping to work towards, and how you can help them achieve their goals. I don't know everything, but I am a multifamily maven, and my goal is to help you find success. And so please consider me a resource. And if you have a question, reach out. And if I don't have an answer, I'll help you find it, because we're in this together, and I want to grow and learn just like I want you to grow and learn. So, what questions do you have for me?